I want to talk to you today about two things that I believe are the answer to almost every form of suffering we carry: gratitude and forgiveness. And I'm going to get personal today because I think what happened in my family this week is something a lot of you are living right now as well. So please stay with me. Take a breath, a real one, and wherever you are this Sunday, I am glad you chose to be here. Hey, welcome to Stillness Sunday. I want to start today by saying something simple and true. You've got this. You've got this. You've got this. And today I want to give you something to hold on to. Not a motivational speech, not a 5-step plan, just a real conversation about two things that I believe, from lived experience, are the answer to almost every form of suffering we carry in this life: gratitude and forgiveness. Get comfortable because this one is personal, and I think it might be exactly what you need to hear today. Let me tell you what happened in my family this week. My son is going through a hard time right now. And any parent listening knows it does not matter how old they are. When your child is hurting, you feel it too. And you do whatever you can. That is what love looks like. And this week, he was rude, mean-spirited to both myself and his father. And I sat with that for a moment because I was genuinely confused. Because when someone is willing to help you, when your parents are showing up for you in the middle of your hard season, the natural response should be gratitude, right? But here is what I had to remind myself. Pain makes people behave in ways that do not reflect who they really are. When something is falling apart on the inside, what comes out is not always their best self. It is their most frightened self, their most overwhelmed self, their most lost self. That does not make the behavior okay, believe me, but it does make it understandable. So I had a conversation with my son, and I told him clearly, you should not be annoyed. You should be grateful. And whatever issues you are carrying with us, with yourself, with your life right now, the thing that is going to help you most is not more frustration. It is forgiveness. Take a breath right here. Now I want to speak to two people at the same time right now. For the parent listening, you are not alone in this. Loving an adult child through their hard season is one of the most quietly painful things a parent can carry, because you cannot fix it for them. You cannot show up. Sorry, you can show up. You can offer. You can love them through it, but you cannot live it for them. And when they are not grateful, when the help you are offering is met with rudeness or silence or anger, that hurts in that very specific way that is hard to explain to someone who has not experienced it. Here is what I want you to hear today. Keep showing up anyway, not because they deserve it in every moment, but because love is not always conditional on the response it receives. And also, protect your peace. You can love your child and have boundaries at the same time. Those two things are not opposite. For the adult child who might be listening, I want to talk to you gently, honestly. If someone in your life is showing up for you right now, if there are people willing to help you through a hard season, I need you to hear this. Gratitude is not weakness. Receiving help gracefully is not failure. And the people who love you enough to still be there when things fall apart, they deserve your gentleness, not your frustration. And whatever brought you to this hard place, whether it involves someone who hurt you, a situation that went wrong, or choices you wish you had made differently, forgiveness is not an option if you want to move forward. Not for them, for you. Take another breath. I want to talk to you about forgiveness for a moment, because this is something I feel deeply about. There have been so many people in my life that I have had to forgive. People who caused real pain. People who did not deserve grace but received it anyway. Not because what they did was okay, but because carrying unforgiveness was costing me more than releasing it. And just as important, I have had to forgive myself over and over again for decisions I made, for things I said, for the version of me that existed before I did the work, for the mother, the woman, the person I was when I was still figuring it out. That self-forgiveness, that willingness to look at myself honestly and still say, I release this. I am not that person anymore. I am growing. That is not easy, but that is everything. Because here is what I know to be true. Forgiveness is not the end of accountability. It is the beginning of freedom. And gratitude, genuine daily gratitude, not the performative kind, is what keeps that freedom alive. It shifts your focus from everything that is wrong to everything that is still right. It does not deny the hard things. It just refuses to let the hard things be the only things. I do not practice gratitude anymore. It is simply what I do every day because I have seen what life looks like without it, and I will never go back. Take a breath here. Now, I want to come back to something that I said in the very beginning. There is so much noise out there right now. The news, social media, other people's opinions, other people's fear. It is constant and it is loud. And if you are not intentional about protecting your peace, it will take it from you without asking. This is why Stillness Sunday exists. Not as a nice thing to do when you have time. It is a necessary act of self-care in a world that never stops demanding your attention. This right here, right now, these few minutes of quiet, this is you choosing yourself. This is you saying that your peace matters, your growth matters, your relationship with God matters. Enough to protect at least one moment of stillness in your week. And I want you to know this stillness is not empty. This is where growth starts. This is where clarity comes from. This is where God meets you, not in the noise, in the quiet. So wherever you are, whatever you're carrying today, a hard situation with a family member, a job that is not working, grief that will not lift, a relationship that needs healing, a version of yourself you are trying to leave behind, get still. Let it settle. Let God meet you there. And know this, you've got this. More than you think, more than the hard week suggested, more than the noise is telling you. You have got this. Let's say our affirmation together. Affirmation together. Say these slowly today. Mean every single word. All is well. Everything is working for my greatest and highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come to me. I am safe. I am loved. I am blessed. And I am covered. Before I let you go today, I want to leave you with something to carry into your week. Practice gratitude today. Not a long list, not a formal exercise, just one genuine moment of looking at your life and saying, thank you for this, for being here, for still having people who show up, for still being someone who shows up. And if there is someone you need to forgive, including yourself, I want to invite you to start today. Not because it will be easy, not because you deserve the freedom that is waiting on the other side of it. Forgiveness is the answer to suffering. I believe that with everything I have. And stillness is where you find the courage to do both. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for choosing yourself this Sunday morning. And thank you for trusting this space with your real life. I love you for that. And I will be here next Sunday. Take the most gentle care of yourself this week.